Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be reading some more K-pop Am I the Asshole posts. And yeah, I hope you like this video. Remember to subscribe and like, and let's get on to the video. Am I the asshole for being frustrated at wife's love of K-pop? Um, this one you definitely need a lot of context for. Because you could either be an asshole or not be an asshole, depending on the context. Um, I, 28 male, and my wife, 28 female, have been married for 2 years now. It was an arranged marriage, but she seemed perfect for me. That was until I found out about the other man, Choi Minho, from the K-pop group Shiny. She loves me and she does show it, and she's never compared me to him. But I can't help but feel insecure when she's yelling at another man's abs as he's dancing to a song. The other night was the last straw. She spent money on a concert for Shiny, which I was fine with as I like their music too. But as Body Rhythm came on, she started quite literally foaming at the mouth and screaming. I told her she was being weird and asked if she loved him more than me. She said yes and continued with her concert. I broke and yelled that she never loved me in the first place, and to that she looked at me and continued ring ding dinging. But after the concert, she got pissed at me for suggesting such a thing. It's been a couple of weeks now, and I've tried to be fine, but it's been replaying in my mind. I've locked myself in my room as I'm trying this and as I'm typing this, and I don't know what to do. I feel guilty for having an outburst on her because I know how much Shiny means to her, but I'm also sad that she doesn't seem to show me the same love that she shows Minho. I know Shiny has helped her through her roughest patches, but I want to be that to her as well and not feel inferior to a group of Korean men. Alright, this was going where I thought it was going. Alright, first off, it was an arranged marriage, so I feel like you can't be too mad that she was forced into loving you and she found someone that she loves more. I mean, I don't know the context of it. I don't know what culture OP is from. I'm assuming it's normal, like an arranged marriage is normal from the way he's typing. Doesn't make it right, but I'm assuming in a cultural sense it's kind of normal for him. That being said, personally, I think, I mean, arranged marriage aside, this is an artist. This is a group. Like, you're fighting over someone who doesn't even know that you or your wife exists. Like, just let it go. Yeah, just let it go. Like, I don't really know what to say. Like, I genuinely confused on why this is such a problem. Like, I'm just trying to think of it from all sides because I'm definitely in this scenario. I would definitely be the wife in this scenario because of how much I love K-pop. That I would like I would definitely be the wife in the scenario. I'm just trying to think about OP's side here. Um but I can't see a world where I would be insecure about someone who doesn't even know that I or my partner exists. Um it's so weird to me. It's the same vibe as like when men get mad that women are reading like rom-coms or something. Like it's so weird to me. Or like fantasy romance. Like it's so strange to me. I just never really understood it. And I'm trying to think of it where if my partner was obsessed with something, and I wasn't obsessed with it, I don't even think I would say anything. I mean, it's not my place to say anything unless it um unless it really really affects me. Like if if the wife was spending a bunch of money that you guys don't have, or she was spending way too much time, um like I don't know, like spending too much time on this group, I don't really see what the issue is. um I'll see what the comments say. Maybe they will help me understand better. First comment is, you're the arsehole. It's an arranged marriage. Why would you expect your wife to be desperately in love with you? The reason for arranging marriages is for practicality, not love. You say your wife treats you well, shows you affection, yet she loves a band. You think she's going to leave you for this guy? Please. A marriage built in respect will be more powerful than an obsession, which will likely fade in time. Wow, that's actually very poetic. But yeah, I do agree. Um, I'm struggling. Okay, maybe it's just in my mind, but I'm struggling to see how forcing someone, or maybe it's not a forced marriage, but still, not. I don't know how to explain it. I just don't see how someone could fall in love in that situation. Like, it doesn't seem like a good relationship to have. But again, it's not my culture. I'm not experienced with any of this. So if anyone has experienced this or knows anyone that has had an arranged marriage, is this what is the actual reason for it? And can good come out of it? Because I'm just struggling to see how any good would come out of an arranged marriage. But that's not the point of this post. The point is, um, OP, I think, is the arsehole for how he reacted. Also, I didn't even touch on the fact that he locked himself. I'm assuming it's a he, right? It's a he. Yeah, I'm just so I'm just so mad about the way OP communicated about how he communicated his emotions by locking yourself in a room and not talking to your wife about it, and instead of having a conversation with her you have an outburst. I just don't understand. But also I feel like the wife's um answer to your strange questions contradict what you said before. Like, you say that she loves you and all that stuff, but when you asked the very annoying questions of um what questions did you say? When you said I told her she was being weird and asked if she loved him more than me, she said yes and continued with her concert. Like, that to me doesn't sound like someone who actually loves you, and I think maybe it's time to realize that. But again, that's not the question. I just wanted to bring that to everyone's attention. Second comment, comment two. I cannot imagine fighting with someone while ring ding ding, ring ding dong is playing live. That's nuts. You're the arsehole. By the way, you're jealous over nothing. I do agree. Actually, oh, there's a not the arsehole comment. Not the arsehole. Just this whole idea of making your whole personality about a person and worshipping them is just so mentally ill. It's just what the K-pop industry is all about. Not the talent, but selling and marketing good looks. It's so dystopian and moronic. I don't agree with that personally. Yeah, I don't agree with that because I definitely don't think that like having an obsession is something that is considered mentally ill. I do think that there is a difference between worship and having an interest. And from what I read from OP's post, it doesn't sound like worshipping. It just sounds like a regular fan, like buying concert tickets. I don't know, they're probably buying albums. They're maybe buying photo cards. Like, this seems like regular K-pop things. Like if you liked Taylor Swift, for example, and they had a concert in your area, wouldn't you want to buy a ticket to their concert? Like it doesn't seem like worship. It just seems like normal. Also, like the gushing over abs, that just seems fairly normal for like anyone. Maybe it's just me though, but that just seems pretty normal. Um, There was a reply to that comment. Obsessing over someone doesn't make you mentally ill. A lot of people learn to get through life obsessing over celebrities because they provide a distraction and a delusion from our own sad, pathetic lives. If someone wants to go crazy for another person and isn't harming themselves or others, let them be. No, I actually agree. Um, but I just personally think that OP hasn't realized that maybe the wife is just fed up with him. Because from her responses, it seems like he does this a lot. Like she was able to like not care and continue with the concert. Like it just it seems like she's just so over it at this point. And honestly, I don't blame her. I wouldn't want to be with someone who wouldn't support me or wouldn't even communicate correctly. Like that to me is a deal breaker. Not the fact that they have different interests, it's just the fact that he's not able to communicate like an adult, like a 28-year-old should. Like I'm not even I'm not even 28 and I know how to communicate like an adult. You don't lock yourself in a room. You don't let your emotions build up and then have an outburst. You just say, hey, I'm feeling a little insecure about this guy. You just talk about it. I don't understand why that's such a hard concept to grasp. But anyway, tell me what you guys think in the comments, and I'll move on to the next one.
Am I the asshole for feeling turned off and unhappy with my 21 female, boyfriend 25 male, having celebrity slash K-pop crushes? Ooh, again, I probably need the context for this. Hi, I don't know if this is the right place to post it, but I just need outside perspective and maybe some reassurance and encouragement to actually come to confront my boyfriend about this because I hate confrontation and I'm bad with it. Oh, trust me, I'm the same sis. Um, my boyfriend is really into K-pop, and so am I. However, I only really like the music, and while I do admit and find K-pop idols to be attractive, and had a hardcore delusional fangirl phase, same girl. I grew up, I grew up, I grew out of it, and I don't really simp for those idols. I genuinely, I genuinely matured now. All right. My boyfriend always says he's only simped for me and his ultimate K-pop vibes. I always see my boyfriend's username liking, reposting, and sometimes even commenting on idols' posts and fan edits. Most of the fan edit videos are like point of view, this idol is your girlfriend videos, where those idols are being a little suggestive, twerking, body rolls. Point of view, your dream before you wake up. And he would comment on his biased posts like wifey, baby love, baby girl. my love, etc., etc. He'd repost his biases posts with captions like "on a date with Bay" or just the idol's name in full caps with a bunch of heart emojis. We had we had a little disagreement over the phone a few months ago when he heard me say it sucks to hear your partner gushing over celebrities to a friend. He got all defensive and asked if it sucked hearing him gush over his biases, especially his main one. And in his words, I won't change myself for anyone, not even you. I don't care if you find it cringe. Idols aren't real people, and it's their job to look good. Note this was all uncool because we're doing long distance. I tried to be understanding. Maybe I just can't understand his love for his biases because he has been a fan of this famous girl group even before their debut. But I can't help but feel more insecure by the day. I always find myself unconsciously comparing myself to all the K-pop idols he likes, especially his main bias. It's to the point where these pretty girls are living in the back of my mind. Am I just being overly, extremely way too insecure? Am I the only one who finds it cringe and low key disrespectful to have celebrity crushes when you're in a relationship? Am I the only one who thinks he's being immature and kind of childish? And should I say when I, what should I say when I confront him? What do I say when he gets all defensive again? What do I say if he says, I'm just overthinking? I'm planning on confronting him through text because if we call, I think I might just start crying and not talk. Um, I really want to make this relationship work, but I just don't see myself being happy long term with a man who has crushes on other girls. Help a girl out, please. Um, I do think you're probably being a little insecure, but you're diff. But this is different from the other guy we saw before, who was like very insecure. Your insecurity probably comes from the fact that he is spending a lot of time on these idols when you want him to spend more time with you. And I think you should just tell him that. Just say like, and just say something along the lines of, "Hey, you're spending too much time talking, or like you're spending too much time um on like these idols, and it's making me feel a little insecure. Are we able to work something out? And just try and compromise?" Um, I was, but I can't find the right words. I was on your side at the start. However, at some point, it started to sound you were a bit um, judgmental with the whole um, I genuinely matured now. K-pop is not an immature thing. K-pop is for all ages. So I just don't see why it would mean like not being as interested in it means you've matured. I don't really see that, like why that would be a thing. Um, but like I think you should just tell him straight up. Like don't what's the word? Don't mm, blame him. Don't accuse him of anything. I would just say like this is how I'm feeling. Now that I've told you how I'm feeling, is there a way we can work on it together so that I don't feel this way anymore? And to answer your questions, what questions were it? Oh, yeah, what should I say when I confront him? I already said basically what I think. So what I would do personally is be like, hey, I know that you love these idols, but would you mind toning it down a little bit? I'm starting to feel a bit insecure that you're saying all this stuff and you're spending all this time on these idols, and I'm starting to compare myself to them. Is there like something we can do to help strengthen our relationship, and see what he says and see if he offers a solution? What do I say when he gets all defensive again? Um, I definitely think that this is where boundaries should be in place. Um, what do I say when he gets all defensive again? I would say just if you want this relationship to work, try and m- make him see how you feel. But like, oh, that scared me. I thought I heard someone in the house. Um, I would say just you're not going to change everyone's minds, and I know you want this to work, but I definitely think that being defensive is not a good communication thing that should happen. So I just think it depends on how much energy you want to put into this relationship. And I would say like this is how I'm feeling. How do you feel? And then just try and have a conversation. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. Um, what do I say if he thinks I'm just overthinking? Um, honestly, this is a hard thing to say because it sounds like he's just sorry. Sorry. It just sounds like he's just trying to deflect from the fact that he's doing something wrong. So I definitely think that you should think about whether or not you want to stay in a relationship like this, where he just gets all defensive and just accuses you of overthinking. I just think you just need to see if that is something you want to deal with for the rest of your life, honestly. And there's nothing you can really say to him accusing you of overthinking. I would say just like get a like take a break, take a breather, and try your best to stay calm in these situations. I know it's hard. Trust me, I do know it's hard. Um, but you shouldn't be with someone who can't communicate effectively. Um, also, I personally wouldn't recommend saying all of this through text. But if you're going to say it through text, I will say that it does give you an opportunity to actually think about what you want to say and how you want to come off, like what tone you want to use. Oh gosh, oh gosh, I'm so tired today. Um, yeah, just like it gives you time to think about what you want to say. Yeah, I just think you should just think about if this is the relationship you want personally. First comment, not the arsehole. It's a boundary you have in your relationship, and he's not being respectful or even compromising about it. You can want the relationship to work, sure, but are you willing to be in a silent kind of competition with these idols? Will you be okay with him desiring women he'll never meet or have a chance with, offering those same compliments to you? Over offering those same compliments to you. In my opinion, his comment about them not being real people gave me such an ick because they are. Oh my god, I was thinking that too. Oh my god, that confused the hell out of me, honestly, because they are real people. They have feelings, they have desires, they have dreams. They are real people, but it gave me the ick that he would see these women and just say that they're not real people. Like, what are they then? Because I know people say that K-pop idols are like products, like for people to watch, but they are real people. Like they have real emotions. And I feel like I don't know what group the group isn't mentioned, but I feel like these girls would not be happy with how he's treating his girlfriend, honestly. Um, what does wait, where is the comment? Oh yeah. Real people who have to cater to fanboys like him. It's kind of a fucked up industry actually. I would relevate your relationship or relevate reevaluate your relationship and how you feel about being in it. It's not personally one I would stay in. You deserve someone who will love you and cherish you more than people he's never met and never will. That being said, being celebrity crushes are fine and normal if it's casual. This is taking it to a weird level, and he's being inconsiderate to you. Girlie, I see you, I'm with you, take my hand. You will find another guy who will treat you with respect. You're young and have your whole life to find Mr. Right. He doesn't seem to be in it for you. That's such a sweet little comment at the end. And I do agree. I do think it's time to reevaluate your relationship. Um and I hope you're able to see that you do deserve someone who does love you and cherish you the way that you deserve because you are a queen. All right, let's go to the next one. Am I the asshole for laughing at my starstruck girlfriend? Last year, my 22 male girlfriend, 23 female, won a radio contest to briefly meet and take photos with one of her favorite K-pop idols, K-pop groups, and NCT. God, why am I struggling to read today? She was super excited, since I guess you would call for her fan, for her super. What? I guess you would call her a super fan. I definitely feel like she's too old to put so much stock in K-pop. Again with the age, but I genuinely don't talk to her about it since it's pretty harmless, just annoying. Alright. She was told that she could bring a plus one with her to the station to meet the band, and so she took me with her. Even in the car, she was so excited that she was shaking. She kept saying that she wasn't sure if she could do it. I didn't care either way. I wanted it over with. The meeting was honestly nothing special. All the band members said hi to her and shook her hand and offered her a platonic hug. She cried most of it, awkward, and she kept bowing to the members. She's white. Okay, who cares? Alright. And while I didn't say anything, I was so embarrassed for her. Some of these guys also shook my hand and greeted me, but a few of them didn't, probably noticing that I wasn't really into it. Whatever, it wasn't for me, it was for her. I'm not a fan. I hate this guy already. She has some other friends who also who are also K-pop fans. And when we all hang out later, she started talking about how wonderful and surreal it was to meet her idols. It then I then started laughing and telling her friends about how awkward she was, how she bowed to all of them despite none of them bowing to her, and made a joke about how they probably laughed at her once she was out of earshot, completely silenced. Immediately, everyone is death glaring me. I tried to clarify that she was really acting crazy for a 23-year-old. I even looked up the band, and half of them are teenagers, and she retaliates that she probably made them feel less awkward than me, who didn't even talk to them. What the fuck? Was I supposed to talk to a bunch of Korean guys I don't know? We ended up arguing about it privately, but it's been a sore spot and we just don't bring it up. She barely even listens to K-pop around me now. Fast forward to now, a yearish later, my girlfriend just bought two NCT tickets for her and her friend, which were expensive. and include yet another fan meet. I mentioned buying a ticket for myself so I can go along with them. Not to the fan meet though. My girlfriend said she'd rather me not go because she doesn't want me to be bored or embarrassed. The way she said it was so cold for absolutely no reason, and I feel like she's being so passive aggressive over a joke that I made ages ago. Am I the asshole for laughing at my adult girlfriend's teenage fangirl antics? Right, this guy was pissing me off the entire time. Alright, let's start at the start. First of all, K-pop, not just a kids thing. It's for all ages. There are K-pop idols who are 14. There are K-pop idols who are like 53. Okay? It's not an age thing. Anyone of any age, gender, sexuality, race, anyone, regardless of anything, can like K-pop. It's not just an age-based thing. And on top of that, you sound really judgmental, not only of K-pop in general, but of your girlfriend. Like, do you even love your girlfriend? You just sound so mean. Like, you just sound so mean and like unlikable. I didn't know someone could be so unlikable in a post. Like, let's go with the random mention that she's white. Alright. Clearly this person doesn't know what respect is. So let me give you a little lesson. In Korean culture, they bow. It doesn't have to be a full on like 90-degree bow. It could be a head nod, but they bow. Like, it's just a thing. And also, the fact that she's white, why can't, like, why does that matter? Why can't a white person bow to a Korean person? Like, that's just how you show respect. You know, just because in, like, your culture, I'm assuming you're American because most posters are, and I'm assuming you're American, but just because it's not a thing that happens in your culture or your country does not mean that someone else can't respect another person's culture and do it. It's not like she's pretending to be Korean. You know, it's not like she's making comments about Korean culture. She's just trying to be respectful and bow. Just like some of these members were trying to be respectful to you and shake your hand. You know, because in Korean culture, they don't shake hands. As far as I'm aware, they don't shake hands. And so they're trying to be respectful to you, who I'm assuming is also white, and you're just being, sounds like oddly racist. And it's just a weird post, and I'm just so mad right now. Alright. Um, and I didn't even get around to the comments you made in front of your, are they your friends or her friends? I mean, it doesn't really matter. In front of a bunch of people, you decide to make a really rude comment. Like, it's not even a joke. It was just a rude comment. Not only to like random people, but to other people who also like K-pop. And you're mad that she's still upset? I'm actually surprised that she hadn't broken up with you. Like, this is such a deal breaker for me, and it's pissing me off. But let's just see what the comments say. You're the asshole. You mocked her. Shit, you're posting it here, and you still think you're not the asshole. And stop saying it was a joke. It wasn't. You know it wasn't. You belittled her, thinking her friends would join in on your laughter at her. That's definitely assholery. And I definitely agree. Oh, what did he say? It was a joke. One of the worst sentences in the English language, along with any of its variations. Yeah, you just don't have a sense of humor. I made fun of you, and how dare you not find it amusing? That's literally what he's trying to say. It's just, it's just annoying. I can't believe these people still exist in 2026. Also, I hate this too old to have real stock in blank mentality. Like, don't try to be. I was reading it like a robot. Also, I hate the too old to have. Oh my god, why am I? Okay, I'm so heated and angry. I'm finding it hard to read. Okay. Also, I hate this too old to have any real stock in blank mentality. Like, don't try to be all superior and police what you think is acceptable. To like shit, all that does is to make people worse and anxious and shit. It costs nothing to be supportive. Like I get all the like I get it all the time because I'm a wrestling nerd. I get people don't like it, and it's not everyone's cup of tea. But if I'm in at an event or it's the topic, don't shit on it. Like, yeah, no, I agree. It's just I don't. I'm struggling to form my sentences. I'm still so pissed at this guy because I've definitely had people say really annoying things to me about K-pop. So this is just annoying me, and I'm surprised she's still with you. Um, yeah, I'm actually. I was just reading some of the comments. I'm actually surprised that she somehow is still with you. Like, I just don't see why she would be. But calm down. I need to calm down. All right. I think that was the last one for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I actually really liked this video. It was so much fun to film, even though I got really, really angry towards the end. But yeah, I hope you liked it. And if you want me to do a part three, let me know in the comments below. And if you have any like particular stories or anything specific you want me to do in the next video, let me know as well. And also make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more of me, but like no pressure. Yeah, so have a nice day. Yeah, bye.